Welcome, brothers. In this video, I want to talk about an article I saw from the men's rights page on Facebook. Link in description. The article was talking about Stephen Phillips, who was an innocent man who was released from prison in 2008 after serving 25 years in prison for sexual assaults that he never committed. Thankfully, it was DNA evidence that proved he could not have been the attacker and that he was innocent. He was subject to a life sentence before his innocence was proven. Because of his wrongful imprisonment, he was awarded $4 million. Now, so far, the story seems to be good news, right? Think again. It continues. Reading from the article now. But now his ex-wife Tracy Tucker, who divorced him 3 years into his life sentence, has taken him to court in a bid to get a share of the $4 million compensation money. She claims he owes her money that she would have been entitled to had they divorced and shared their assets. But 51-year-old Phillip said his ex has been with another man for over 20 years, and he had nothing to do with her. Phillip's lawyer, Tim McKenzie, described Tracy Tucker's claims as more like winning the lottery 20 years after a divorce. The overall issue, McKenzie says, is when people come into money, everybody comes out of the walls. The last part of the article I'll read is this. You can read it in its entirety yourselves, with a link in the description. Phillip said his ex-wife rarely visited him in prison and stopped coming altogether after 3 years. So pretty much, this scheming, mercenary, low-life gutter rat abandoned her husband 3 years into his sentence, and prior to her abandonment, she rarely even visited him in the first place. And now that he's free with a large compensation, she wants financial support and a cut of the money owed to him and solely to him for wrongful imprisonment, even though she was with another man for 20 years. Trick!
You must be out of your fucking mind.
You have to be if you think you're entitled to a dime of that man's money. I am so sick and tired of hearing of stories like this. These disgusting leeches with the sole goal of stripping men of every ounce of life and energy they have left. Absolutely no compassion for the loss of 25 years of this man's life and separation from the rest of civilization. She didn't even have the decency to give him the peace he so deserves. Just like the rest of the broads in the feminist movement, she holds an entitlement mentality that everyone else should do for and pamper her. Trick, if you want some money, get off your backside and go work for it. It's truly amazing when you realize just how many innocent men have been released from false rape charges because of DNA evidence. Many of them convicted back before DNA could be used as evidence for lack of scientific breakthrough. Had it not been for DNA evidence and video recording, can you even begin to imagine just how many more men would be in prison now due to the extreme elevation of false allegations of sexual assault against women by mercenary skanks? But I digress. We will see how this case ends up. But until then, this is Crazy 316. I'm out.